Just the humidity.
We will survive.
Yeah.
Sean, are you able to record from your side, seeing that you're host now?
I am. I've just paused it over there for now.
Thank you.
Hello, Sean.
Hello, hello.
I'm having issues. That's why it took so long to get the other videos out.
Now put your headset on as well.
Oh.
Well, we can't hear you so well.
What does that do? Sean, what does the headsets do?
It, well, in some cases, specifically ours, it makes it easier for you to hear us speaking, because otherwise the microphone is a little bit far away on the laptop.
Oh, okay. I was wondering why people were wearing it.
Yeah. I just find it easy to talk and to hear better on the laptop. Otherwise, it's very, very soft.
My earphones.
Hello, everybody.
My earphones into my laptop, but it doesn't. It blocks. If I put my earphones into my laptop, it works perfectly. But I prefer my cell in my lounge.
Yes.
And the earplugs doesn't work. It's all just dead. I've looked at all my settings. It doesn't work on my cell. I don't know why.
But the cell phone seems to work.
I've got a right connection.
But the cell phone, microphone, etc., seems to work better than the laptop.
You mean the normal, yeah. But it's funny that it blocks everything out when I put it in. But anyways, you know, I'm a little bit hard of hearing, so I would like to have it, but I'm fine.
Maybe get Bluetooth ones.
As long as you're not speaking too muffly or you don't break up.
That's why we've got it over here. Right. How many others are joining us tonight?
Hey, what's the time? We've got the speakers on, so that's good.
Jenny, you look very good in dark blue. No, I like that.
She looks very dressed up.
Thank you.
I love that dark blue. Navy blue and dark.
Right, Jenny, take it away. I'm going to start recording in now.
Do my side too. Anyway, good evening, everybody, and welcome to our Scaffolding Sunday session. We're doing multifaceted benefits of 4 products. So we'll start off straight away with Linda, and she's going to do Formula 4 and Formula 4 Plus. Thank you, Linda.
Okay, I'm ready. Can you all hear me? Okay,
awesome.
Formula 4 and Formula 4 Plus. Formula 4 is a multi-factor whole food supplement of New Life. It is unlike any other product on the market, and that's wow. Why do we need food supplements? The human body requires a wide variety of nutrients to be our healthiest best. I'm quite healthy, but tonight I'm tired. Many diets do not provide the density and diversity of nutrients to ensure optimum health. And that's a very real thing today. Our modern foods lack important nutrients due to the refinement and over-processing of foods and many other reasons. There's too many to mention in this session and it makes the session too long, but there are many reasons why our food chain is actually in trouble. From now on, I will just say Formula 4, which refers to both products when I speak on the general contents. Both formulas contain the following nutrients: vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin C and bioflavonoids, the B complex vitamins, the entire complex, the complete vitamin E family, a broad spectrum of minerals, and our famous 3NN grain oils. The following are the special features of Formula 4. I'll just mention them briefly. It is more than just a multivitamin. It is a unique 5-factor formula with vitamins, minerals, lipids, and sterols. Now, the lipids and sterols, for some people it's still a strange word, that is the essential grain oils, as well as selected enzymes. It is a complete food supplement based on 3NN whole grain oils. I will mention here that the grain oils in the 3NN, for anybody who don't know that, amongst others, improves nutrient utilization by 50% and higher energy levels. That is scientifically proved. So that's why the 3NN is in our Formula 4. And of course, we always need to use it for whatever supplement. So just for that, whatever is in the Formula 4 can be taken up into our body, better absorbed into our cells. The 3NN is added to restore the essential fatty acids, which are so commonly processed out of our grain products because of the refinement. It supports every link in the chain of life, excluding only the carbohydrates. We don't need that. We get enough in our diets. So the chain of life is in the carbohydrates that we don't have in our product. It is the vitamins, the minerals, lipids and sterols, protein, and enzymes. And at the end, I want to ask Sean something about the protein. Okay? Sean, remind me, please. It is preservative-free and naturally colored. The potency is guaranteed, and important to note, it is good for 2 years after manufacturing. It is gluten-free. And note also that New Life supplements that contain yeast, and there's more than one supplement that contain that, it is an inactive yeast. To those who cannot take yeast, they can take our supplements if it says there's yeast. It is, of course, GMO-free. Balanced and potent. The nutrients in Formula 4 are balanced and potent. The idea that nutrients exist in complex families that operate both individually and in synergy with others is a fundamental principle of New Life science and product line. And this is what we get in our Formula 4. The quantities in the Formula 4 are enough to prevent us from being deficient in those specific nutrients that's in the product. And of course, when we need more of specific nutrients, we can take them as they are available separately. And that is just so wonderful. Now I will speak on the difference between Formula 4 and Formula 4 Plus. Firstly, Formula 4. Formula 4 contains iron, which is not in the Plus product, as some people cannot take iron for physiological, medical reasons. Can't go into that now. It comes in the shape of the tablet. It's a long-shaped capsule, not the tablet, the capsule. I mean a long-shaped capsule, like for instance, the shape of the carotenoid capsule for those people who haven't used this. And the recommended dosage per day when you take the Formula 4 is 2 capsules per day to give you the full equivalent that we need per day. It is available in 60 capsule container and also comes in 120 quantities. Formula 4 Plus, this formula contains 50% more 3NN per dosage that is in the straight Formula 4, okay? It additionally contains molybdenum, selenium, and chromium, which are very, very important for us to have. It does not contain iron for specific reasons, as I've mentioned before. It comes in a sachet that contains the vitamins and minerals, mineral part in a tablet, and the 3NN part in the capsule form. And the dosage is a sachet per day. I just mentioned these, the shape and how it comes, the capsules and the tablets for those who haven't used, that don't know both. Now, other comments, just from myself, some people prefer the Formula 4 Plus for the extras, and some people prefer the Formula 4 for the iron. Now, the extras, you know, is a molybdenum, etc., and the more 3NN. Although it is a small quantity, it gets very well absorbed. The iron I refer to. Some people prefer the Formula 4 because the capsules contain both the vitamins and the 3NN in one capsule. Okay, it's not separate. And they take now, these are some people that I refer to, they take only 1 capsule per day to stretch the product a bit, to be able to use the other supplements as well for financial reasons. So I know people like who do that. They take one a day, and well, that is better than nothing. And then they have some money. Not everybody's got the same amount of money to spend, and they've got enough money to add some other supplement. A lady in my team who struggles to swallow tablets and capsules, she has cancer and she takes quite a bit of supplements. She takes the Formula 4 because of the long and thinner shape of it. She battles then the egg shaped in the Formula 4 Plus. She cannot take that egg shaped separate 3-in-1 capsule in the Plus down her throat. She says it's too wide. So well, then she takes this and she's happy to do that, and it helps them. Many people battle to swallow tablets and capsules. So it shows there are so many different needs and preferences, and New Life make provision for so many of those needs and preferences. It's wonderful. And just very briefly on testimonies, my own, as shared before, the increase in my energy levels. I was extremely tired and depleted, or well, whatever the reason, tired, when I got started. And those days I used the straight Formula 4. It's all that we had. After that, I used the Formula 4 Plus because of the extras, the more 3-in-1 and the molybdenum, chromium, etc. That's why I switched over to the Formula 4 Plus. But recently I reverted back to the Formula 4 because of the iron that it contains. It's very little iron, but I do use a multi-mineral, but I just still knew and felt that I need more iron. And I could actually see a difference after I switched over to the Formula 4. So I miss that extra 3-in-1, but I take an additional 3-in-1 every day, and I don't get the molybdenum and chromium, the selenium, but it's fine. I take many other products, really. I take many antioxidants and all the rest of those, you know. Over the years, so many of my downlines and customers testified of better energy levels with either one of the two products. They really with either one. Many use the Formula 4, others use the Plus, and I just always got positive feedback. I just want to caution, maybe it wouldn't be like this for everybody, but I just want to caution not to take this product in the afternoon or early evening or late-ish afternoon, so after 3 or so. It really may keep you awake as our cells really become alive. It happened to me on more than one occasion. I took it right in the beginning because I had to go and do a little demo or a talk, a plan or whatever. So for people who don't sleep easily already, don't take it in the late afternoon or evening. Okay, so that is all from me now. I just touched on the most important facts here. And if I left out something very important, Sean, please fill in at the end. There's so much to say, but I think I've said enough for this session. Thank you for listening. I hope it helped.
Thanks very much. Well done.
I'm here. Is he shooing me, or is he shooing the cat?
No, I've got a cat trying to eat stuff off the table.
Well done, Linda. Thank you. That is very, very informative. Yes. Thank you very much. The next one that we're going to do is multi, and Ansi is going to talk to us about multi. Thank you, Ansi.
Thank you, Jenny. Yes, our multi is 30 tablets in a container. It is 27 very important minerals and vitamins. As Linda said, our food is depleted with the nutrients, and so also our soil. In this multi, we've got trace minerals, which is iron, but iron is not in the multi, and fluoride, selenium, copper, iodine, and zinc. Macro minerals, calcium, phosphate, and magnesium, sodium, potassium, chloride, and sulfur. Vitamin A, B, 1, 2, and 12, C, D, and E. It is a very good foundation for our nutrients our body needed. It's a wide spectrum of key vitamins, mineral, and trace minerals, macro minerals, the body needed to activate the enzymes. Without that, the other protein, fat, what we take can't be activated. Yeah, that's me, multi, short and sweet. Thank you very much.
Well done. Wow. Yes. Small bottle, small information. Good. Powerful. Well done. Thank you. Norma was on, but she's obviously fallen off the train track again. So we have called upon our go-to man. Thank you, my consultant. Sean, you're going to talk about vitamin E, but I think just quickly fill in for Linda the protein that she was asking about for the...
Linda, you wanted to know about the protein? Linda? Okay. Can you hear me?
Sorry. I told Gina I want to be in the beginning because I'm tired and I already nearly fell asleep. Sorry, Sean. It's called the protein in the chain of life.
Yes.
I'm not sure, and I could have researched, and I think, is that the protein that is in the gelatin capsule that they refer to?
That would be part of it, yes. That is a source of protein.
What is the rest? Sorry, I could have done more research. I think I did these things in the beginning, but I forgot.
Okay, mostly our protein, the best source of protein obviously is from the Neolife shake, but there will be some...
No, I mean in the chain of life.
Chain of life. Protein is your...
Formula 4.
Yeah. Protein
is... Refer to the protein in the chain of life.
Yes, and protein is essential for your cells. So there is some protein in there. You will not find a lot of protein in the Formula 4 because it's designed to work in conjunction to the Neolife shake. So protein is vital for the chain of life because it's the basis of everything. So they include it in that chain of life, but you're not going to find a lot of it in the Formula 4 itself.
Okay, do you think it is definitely because it's a beef capsule, it's in the gelatin capsule?
Correct.
That part. That is what I wanted to know, whether it was more protein than that.
No, that's about the only source of protein.
No, that is what I wanted to know. If it's only in the gelatin, okay, fine. Thank you. Because I'm afraid if I tell people the chain of life, there's protein, they expect a lot of protein, you know. So I sort of like keep quiet about that.
Yeah, no, protein is vital, but it's not. You're not going to find it in Formula 4 itself.
No, good. Yeah, but at least it's there in the chain.
Yes, it is. Definitely.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you, Sean.
My pleasure. I was given very short notice about vitamin E and wheat germ oil. So I had to do some very quick research over here. So bear with me, most of it will be reading. Wheat germ oil is a source of vitamin E. Vitamin E is an antioxidant. So as an antioxidant, it is also fat soluble. As you know, we've got two different we've got a vitamin E that is marketed as vitamin E, and that has a soy base. And in that, you will find 200 IUs of vitamin E, and it is all 8 of the vitamin E's. We all know about the alpha tocopherol, and whenever you're looking at a vitamin E supplement, you look for the chemical terminology that says alpha tocopherol. Now that is the main and the easiest source of vitamin E to process, and which is why most of the competitors use the alpha tocopherol. If your label says DL alpha tocopherol, meaning it is synthetic, and for me, the way I remember it, the L stands for leave on the shelf, because you don't want that synthetic junk in your system. Your wheat germ oil is, as we said, also vitamin E, and also all 8 of the vitamin E's. It's just coming from a different source. So obviously soy is a richer form of vitamin E than the wheat germ, and the wheat germ will give you 57 IUs of vitamin E, as opposed to the vitamin E itself, which is 200 IUs. But some people prefer the wheat germ to the vitamin E, personal choice. It's cold processed, because if it's heat processed, you're going to lose a lot of the antioxidant features in there. And a lot of the manufacturers out there on the marketplace are using anything but cold processing. Since the human body is unable to manufacture the essential unsaturated fatty acids or vitamin E, wheat germ oil provides these vital nutrients. The naturally occurring vitamin E protects these unsaturated fatty acids from oxidation in the body and also acts as a tissue antioxidant, helping to maintain healthy cells. Then I went to my source, and that is Dr. Don Lawson. And I'm just going to read over here quickly. As we know, as I said, there are a chain of 8 vitamin E's. You have your tocopherols and you have your tocotrienols. Don't worry about the big fancy words. I like big words, so I've memorized all of them, and you get the alpha, beta, gamma, delta in both tocopherol and tocotrienol. And just out of interest, the alpha tocotrienol is 60 times more powerful, more effective, and more beneficial in your body than alpha tocopherol. What does everybody sell? Alpha tocopherol. What do we have? Alpha tocopherol plus the tocotrienol, which is the alpha tocotrienol. So we have, regardless of whether you're taking the wheat germ or the vitamin E, already a product that is at least 60 times more beneficial and potent than anything else on the market. Your vitamin E, and I'll touch on vitamin E because vitamin E and wheat germ are basically the same thing. It's the key to your heart health. It dilates your capillaries, so the blood flows through your body better. It thins your blood so that it can flow into deeper areas. Now, it does not work like things like warfarin or other blood thinners, but if you are seeing a doctor and he wants to put you on a blood thinner, please ask him about that so that he can work together with you, because if you're taking salmon oil and vitamin E together, it will have a thinning effect. If you think of warfarin like paint thinners that literally dilutes paint and thins it out, vitamin E and salmon oil don't thin the blood as such. They simply make the platelets less sticky so that they can flow more easily. It prevents varicose veins, so it's a very good thing over there. And just recently, I've been seeing quite a few people with varicose veins, and for that, I provide compression stockings during work, but after work, I can provide them with vitamin E and vitamin C as well, also very good for that. It helps to prevent blood clots. So if we think of COVID, it is a clotting disease in most people. And this is something that is very good. So if somebody has had COVID or thinks that they may have had COVID or basically has been exposed to COVID and they are concerned about blood clotting, put them on vitamin E. There was the Schutt Clinic in Toronto, Canada, have about 30 years of study on vitamin E with over 10,000 documented case studies of patients. They know more about vitamin E than anybody else in the world. They say that vitamin E is the answer to several heart conditions and should be part of everybody's heart regime, especially angina. My grandmother had angina for many years, and I think that was one of the causes of her death in the end. Angina is where the vessel into the heart muscle itself is clogged and you're not getting oxygen there, and vitamin E is the answer. Very simple answer. And they say it's almost a cure. Now, we don't promote any cures or diagnostics or anything like that, but this is information that has come from a university or clinic that has done the medical research. They're the ones claiming that vitamin E is almost a cure, but they will not say that it is a cure. So please be careful when telling that to people. It's an antioxidant and it protects you against oxidation from too much exercise. So for athletes, active people, people who want to work out in spas or gyms and get in good health, if you don't have the proper amount of antioxidants in your system, when you surge the oxygen in your body, so when you're running, when you're cycling, any of those sort of exercises, you can burn neurotransmitters and start to fry certain muscle cells. And end up, after you've done a full hard workout, in worse shape and physically diminished or tired, not knowing that you've hurt yourself. Vitamin E is, our vitamin E is the most complete and organic on the market, and putting it together with the carotenoid complex, they complement each other, and you should use them together. Remembering that they are both fat-soluble antioxidants, that being carotenoids, vitamin E, and wheat germ. If you're having omega-3 on a regular basis, it is recommended that you have vitamin E for probably about 5 days out of every 30 days that you are taking salmon oil. That's from Jim McAfee, just by the way. And vitamin E is also very good to enhance fertility in both men and women. So anybody wanting to get pregnant, both partners should be on vitamin E, as well as salmon oil, as well as zinc. So yeah, that's a quick summary of what vitamin E and wheat germ oil do. I don't have any testimonies on that, although I have been using vitamin E just recently in conjunction with my salmon oil. I don't use it regularly, but I do use it from time to time. That's me.
Thank you, Sean. Can I just ask, why would people prefer or take wheat germ oil instead of vitamin E? I've often wondered.
I think it's just a personal preference because the vitamin E comes from soy. Some people are scared of soy, and with probably mixed reasons because they don't understand the difference.
Okay.
And that would be my that would be my only thought about that. Debbie, you got a question?
Now, I've just got a testimony on that vitamin E, what you've just said for pregnancy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jeannie Holiday shared once also about it. We had a couple who really couldn't have children at all. I mean, this couple really went through everything. They went to see specialists in Bloemfontein. They had a diet of seafood. They went to operations in Cape Town. They really, really battled. And then we put them on Formula 4, vitamin E, zinc, and omega. And within 3-4 months, I think, Jen, am I right? 3-4 months, they fell pregnant. Well, they're both their boys now. They've got 2 boys that are older, and the one boy has got a child. So, yeah, we've got a lot to thank Neolife for.
I guess it works.
Yes, it does.
So can I also give a personal testimony on wheat germ oil?
Go for it, Buzi.
Yeah, I struggled to have kids. I remember I used to have miscarriages, and Linda then actually recommended that I should take wheat germ oil together with the Formula 4, omega-3s, and everything else that I was taking. But I added wheat germ oil, and I have 2 children today.
Well done.
There you go.
It works.
It works.
All right, Jenny, we have 10 minutes left.
Open to the floor. Any other testimonies on any other products this last week? Anything positive? Did you enjoy
Question, please?
Yes, go for it,
Question, please.
Go, Dom.
Sorry, I can't show myself tonight. I've got a greasy a mask on my hair with all sorts of oils and everything, so I'm not able to be seen right now. I just want to ask you, what is the difference between lipotropic and vitamin E for the heart?
Okay, lipotropic is more...
What's the best thing? If you have to pick, what's the best one?
I would probably do vitamin E because lipotropic is more for cholesterol and keeping your cholesterol flowing correctly in your arteries. Then and the vitamin E has more of a thinning type effect. So for the ultimate, I would use the vitamin E and the lipotropic. But lipotropic is targeted more specifically at the cholesterol levels, and it is basically it's a formula of vitamin B.
Okay, so vitamin B and vitamin E are okay without the lipotropic sort of thing.
Yeah, the
so
lipotropic.
If you do the B and the E, you kind of.
Yeah, you can use the B and the E, but lipotropic is more specifically formulated because it's got the B's and a couple of other things in there.
Okay, all right. Yeah. But I'll survive with the B and the E.
Yes, you will. Definitely. Jenny.
Thank you so much. Fabulous. Thanks, right.
Yeah, I've been led to believe, I might be wrong, so please correct me. Lipotropic is for cholesterol, but we've also learned that with heart attacks, one of the main factors is cholesterol, but we all have to have cholesterol. We've got good and bad, and we've got a ratio. And when long as the ratio is correct, whether it's too high or too low, long as the ratio is correct, and long as it's moving, we will be fine. And the lipotropic does that, helps it to move. And the reason why they've always said cholesterol is the cause of a heart attack is because when our blood vessels are inflamed, the cholesterol is caught. So the lipotropic, Sean, is an anti-inflammatory, which causes the arteries walls not to be inflamed. And the salmon oil also is an anti-inflammatory. So the long as the artery walls are not inflamed, our cholesterol, no matter where it is, long as it's the ratio that's correct, will keep flowing, and we should be okay.
The problem with cholesterol is if it happens to lock onto the artery walls, it oxidizes, and it's like if you've been frying eggs, for instance, with fat, and it gets cold, and you have that thick white stuff that's inside there, that essentially is what cholesterol does in your artery walls. If you've got heat attached to that fat and it stays liquid, it's not a problem. When it gets cold and it oxidizes, that's where the problem comes in. So the lipotropic stops that cholesterol from oxidizing, which prevents the problems. So the cholesterol itself is, in fact, vital to protect your arteries. It's when it stops and it clogs on the artery wall, that's where the problem comes about. And that is why, in my opinion, it is always important to have the omega-3, because the omega-3 is described as being a jealous fat. So it lines the artery wall and pushes away anything else. So it gives, there's much less chance of your cholesterol sticking to the artery wall and thereby oxidizing. As long as it's flowing, it's okay. And if you want to liken it to pouring oil down your drain, if it stays thick and clumpy, you're going to have a blocked drain. If you chuck down some LDC down your drain, LDC holds fat and oils and dirt in suspension. So it stops it from clogging up the drain. Therefore, the water will flow out. You can still pour your fat and oil down the drain, but it's not going to block up. And that, simplistically, is how our arteries work.
Yeah, brilliantly said. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I think I'll live.
Okay, good. I also have a quick testimony. We've got 4 minutes left. When Roy started all his cardiac nonsense, just after I had started Neolife 10 years ago, Roy's arteries were so clogged that he's had 4 bypasses in his life, and he's got about 6 stents in one of the bypasses. So his arteries look terrible. So the Sona of 2015 compared to the Sona of 2017, the doctor said to me, "What are you doing with your husband?" And I said, "Oh, why?" He said, "Because I've never seen his arteries this clean." I said, "Oh, that's GNLD." Because I didn't want to tell him that I had cold turkeyed my husband. Don't ever cold turkey anybody. I did, and I did the right thing, but don't do it. It's wrong, 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 wrong. But the arteries were perfect. He said, "I've never seen this man's arteries this clean." His valve was broken and he needed pacemakers and all those things. But because of Neolife, and he was on salmon oil and vitamin C and vitamin E and all the whole thing, he's fine. He's okay.
Fabulous, Jenny. Thank you.
Wow.
Right.
So what caused the inflammation?
Stress.
Yeah.
What?
Stress.
What?
Stress. Stress.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Debbie wants to say
Really?
something.
I just wanted to say that Neolife are actually very, very clever. When you think of our LDC as pink or red, and so is our lipotropic. So, Sean, you're 100% correct.
And our blood.
They do the
Hang
same
on.
thing.
Well done.
Lipotropic and LDC do the same thing.
There you go. Just don't drink it.
No. And be careful if you've got old pipes. We had Barbara and Steve Esquihel. They had old, Norman, and they had old pipes in the kitchen.
Oh,
So
I
when they
remember that
came
story.
out with LDC, they had to renew all their pipes. Because their pipes were being held together with gum.
Yeah. I remember that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was really good.
Same happened with the farmhouse of Roy's. He had people there, and the people asked, "Have got any leaking pipes?" And he says, "No, I've got no leaking pipes. Everything is 100%." These people were using Super 10 and G1 and LDC and all the rest of it. Within a week, they said every pipe in it is leaking. What you told her? And it was because the LDC and the G1 and all those things cleaned the pipes out, and they all leaked. So they had to replace everything.
Oh, no. Oh, boy.
Yeah.
No, no. I suppose,
Hey guys,
you
we've got
sorry, go.
go. Are we nearly done?
I was just thinking you got to be careful if not brushing your teeth too much with LDC either. Maybe if the plaque is keeping your teeth together, they might just all fall off.
Yeah.
If I've brushed my teeth with LDC, I do it once in 2 or 3 months. I've immediately got to use my Sensodyne toothpaste again, because the LDC literally unclogs all those little holes, and the Sensodyne seals them up again. So I clean my teeth.
Joking. Well, there you go.
It's true. The LDC cleans the teeth properly, and then you plug it all up with Sensodyne toothpaste again.
Sure.
Yeah.
Right. 1 minute.
There
Left.
you go.
Barry, we've got 1 minute. What can you tell me?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes, you've
You're waving. We're just saying goodbye.
I'm waving to say goodbye because you got less than a minute.
All right. Okay, people.
All right.
Tuesday evening again.
Cheers.
Sorry, I just forgot to say, when I did get my first child, I continued with the wheat germ oil and the vitamin E, and I was pregnant 5 months. When the other one was 5 months old, I had the other one in the tummy. It was bad.
Ouch.